Just 3 days ago, England beat Albania in the World Cup qualifier 2-0 and Harry Kane scored 2 goals in that game. But the player that is being talked about the most from that game is unfortunately once again Jude Bellingham. And is it because he played the worst game of all time? No. Is it because of his great skill in that game or an assist or a goal? No. It's because of his personality, and it's genuinely only because the English media have nothing to post. They are scumbags, they are cockroaches, and they are zeros. They are literal zeros to me, and they have pure hatred against Jude Bellingham. This media, a few days ago before, was glazing Phil Foden for making a pass from here to Eze, saying, oh shit, that pass from Foden was great. It was almost sensational. Asking Eze in an interview. I'm gonna play the interview now.
Was the key to your goal Phil's pass?
Yeah, it was.
They asked him if it was a fucking sensational pass. Was the Foden pass crucial to your goal? Shut your mouth. And people need to understand this now. This is because Phil Foden is playing in the Premier League and he is white. Yes, I said it. I said it. Just look at these fucking morons. Just look at this. Take a look at this. Leave Jude at home? You want to leave Jude at home in the 2026 World Cup? Leave him at home then. Leave him at home and suffer. Suffer when you get knocked out in the fucking quarters again because nobody is there to save you in the dying minutes of the game. We will get to what he did for England in the Euros. We will get to that. Don't you worry. You stinky morons from England who feed off negativity. Leave Jude at home there is multiple words on that page. But what they make on that page scene is leave Jude at home. And you know what's the funniest shit? That is by Craig Hope. And I have another one from Craig Hope. We will get into that more. And this was posted by Richard Keys on Twitter. Let's just read it together. Let's get this straight. Bellingham is a fantastic talent. Of course, you'd want him in your squad, but there are also reasons why you wouldn't. No, there isn't. But okay, find a copy of this brilliant article. Let me shove this, brilliant article down your ass. Brilliant article. Craig Hope today to understand more. Brother, I want to understand less. I never want to see your ass again. I never want to see your ass again. And that the same goes for every single one of these. Every single one of these newspapers. Let's call them cockroaches. Second cockroach or the first one as well. Craig Hope once again. This is a different article, by the way. Thomas Tuchel should leave divisive soloist. Brother, my English is not the best. And I watched Lias's video, Lias Bouzidi from SDS. I hope you know him. If you don't, great channel. Divisive soloist means that this brother is dividing every single person in the team, and he's a loner. That he's only alone, nobody speaks to him, he's alone in the squad, and he has 0 friends. That's what he is implying in this brilliant article, guys. It's brilliant, right? Bellingham out of his World Cup squad. It doesn't matter how good a player he is. This is why his ridiculous antics threaten England's shot at glory. Oh, you know what? Let's laugh. Ridiculous antics. Get a grip, bro. Get a grip. And genuinely, bro, if you have a family and you come home, are you proud of this shit? Are you genuinely proud of this shit? This is the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. Divisive soloist and ridiculous antics. This brother did this when he came off. That's all he did. And he clapped his fans as well. He gave a hand to Tuchel. By the way, Tuchel, you're a donkey as well. Let me not even get into Tuchel. I don't care, bro. He can do what he wants with England. If you don't start Jude, it will be your demise, not mine. I don't care. But this is ridiculous antics. Just if you want to watch the moment it happened when he came off the pitch. Ridiculous. Right. The next article by BBC is Bellingham Tuchel's best player or a problem to solve? Of course, had to get that in there. Third article, guys. Stop this nonsense. England fans left fuming by what Jude Bellingham did during Albania clash. Thomas Tuchel showed concern about Bellingham's past behavior. You know what's the most sad thing about this? I showed you 4 posts now. Twitter, article. And by the way, England won that game, yeah? England won that game 2-0. And Jude played 84 minutes, by the way. There wasn't a single mention, even a single word, about his performance. Not a single one. Not what he did on the pitch. Not that he celebrated with the teammates. Not that he clapped the fans. Not that he genuinely just left the pitch frustrated. Maybe it's the mentality, you know. Maybe he just has a good mentality, you bums. But you wouldn't get that when you're posting for the Sun, BBC, and these articles. You wouldn't get mentality, but I get it, you know. You are a cockroach. That's fine. But there is 0 words about his performance. And genuinely, if you want to cover football, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you want to cover football, just say you want to cover football drama. Not football. It shouldn't be sport, football. It says football, right? Guys, does it say football shit? Football ass? Football cheeks? Football nothingness? Football nonsense? No, it says sport and football. This is disrespectful to football, genuinely. Stop this nonsense. What nonsense? Are you genuinely smoking something? Get a grip. Once again, just grasp reality and show respect to the player that saved your ass in the last Euros. And even before that, in the friendly games against Belgium, against Brazil, when you were showing the team of how shit you actually were, yeah? How shit you were, even at the Euros, and even before the Euros, you were trash at the Euros. And you were out until the 91st minute, yeah? Before Jude Bellingham scored a bicycle kick and saved your ass, and you still lost the fucking tournament. And you know who assisted Palmer in that final? Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. And you know who won that Champions League that season and La Liga that season? Jude Bellingham. But there is this stigma about him that his mentality apparently kills him. I'm sure it killed him in that first season for Real Madrid, right? It completely killed him, right? One of the best seasons ever from a newbie at Real Madrid. But it killed him, you know. CGTN sports scene. Once again, some bum ass. I don't know what this even is. Thomas Tuchel on Jude Bellingham's unhappy reaction after sub versus Albania. Behavior is key. I'll review it. The Real Madrid star threw a mini tantrum after being hauled off. Just shut up, man. Shut the hell up. Just stop. Honestly, stop. Hauled off. Just say subbed off. Just say normal shit. Fucking these guys saying these big words and trying to say it in a different manner to sound smart. You are a dumbass. You have a degree in speaking trash. Shush. How about you speak about your players in your dumbass league? How about that? Tuchel's message. Respect the sub, respect the team. No diva moments allowed. No diva moments allowed. Never came out of Tuchel's mouth. I'm sure of it. They just made this up. I wouldn't put it past them. Now, I have seen this from, this is not a news, this is nothing, this is a simple football fan. And already, with the name, Invert the Wing, just shut the fuck up, bro. Why Jude Bellingham is the most overrated, overprotected, and arrogant player in world football. I'm not gonna show you even this whole, I'm just gonna close this, because it's embarrassing, in my opinion. But, I just need to say this. Look at this shit, once again. Okay? This is the Sun. This is the same article. This is the same site, the same news. This is what they posted like a year ago and 4 months when Jude was saving England against Slovakia. Who else? Jude Bellingham showed why he's England's best player in 50 years with wonderfully an English winning mentality. But now, it's divisive soloist. He's a problem to solve. He's the stop this nonsense from England fans. And he's throwing mini tantrums, and we are gonna leave Jude at home. I genuinely have no words for these bums that are posting this. I think this is the most ridiculous and pointless, just pointless debate about Jude Bellingham. not being good enough to go to the World Cup. For me, he's a definite starter. If Tuchel doesn't start him, do whatever you want. I don't care about your ass. Just go away, bro. I don't care. If you don't want to take him, good. At least he doesn't get injured. Fuck you. But I'm telling you, if you play Jude Bellingham, you are gonna do better than if you won't play Jude Bellingham. I don't care if he's on the bench. I don't care if on form he doesn't have to be there. His mentality is needed to win big games in football. And if you don't trust the proof that it has been given to you in that 2024 season, you are blinded by, I don't know, agenda. It must be an agenda against Jude Bellingham now. There is an agenda against Jude Bellingham because apparently his mentality is killing him and is killing the whole team, and he's dividing the team, and he's a loner. I'm genuinely, you know what? What was that bum ass name? Craig something. Fuck you as well. Do you know Jude Bellingham personally? Have you talked eye to eye with Jude Bellingham? Have you heard him talk about football? Have you heard him speak about, I don't know, something to learn about his personality, how he's actually on the pitch, how he talks with the team, how he talks with the manager? I am telling you 1,000,000%, guys, he has never stepped foot into any football stadium other than to just hate, and do this. Write an article like a bum ass. By the way, I'm not shitting on news reporters, bro. Do your job, of course. But just overdoing it, constantly overdoing it for the same players. Only media that does this is the English media. And they did it before. Before. Beckham. Just look at him, bro. Big personality, and he did the shit against Argentina. I get it. But the articles that were coming out, you just know, bro. And the articles about Rooney and these, man, just the best players, there is always something. Do we remember the penalty shootout against Italy? And it wasn't about their football ability, and it wasn't about what they did before on that page. No, it was because they played for these certain clubs that were hated at that point, and because of their skin color. If we are being real, it's because of that. And the English media is disgusting. It's genuinely disgusting. Why doesn't Foden get this hate? Guys, tell me, please. Foden last season, brother, was shit. Was I seeing it? No, everybody just forgot about him. If Jude was doing things that Foden was doing last season, brother, he would be getting articles every single day. Every single day. And it's because I genuinely don't know. They want to self-sabotage. They genuinely want to self-sabotage, and they don't want to win trophies. And you know what? I do get it. Because England, as a whole, I'm not gonna lie, as a nation, you are losers. Your only World Cup is a scam, and you are losers. And if you don't play Jude Bellingham in that World Cup, you are once again going to be losers because you don't have the mentality to win. And the only player that has won big trophies in the last, I don't know how many seasons, and was arguably the best player in their team, was Jude Bellingham in that 2024 season, and he carried you to that final. Not through performances, but through clutch moments. If it wasn't for him, brother, they would have lost to Slovakia. Shut your fucking mouth and stop talking about Jude Bellingham. Worry about your own players in your own shitty ass league, bro. Worry about your own players. Keep Jude's name out of your mouth. And Jude, show them. Just show them. Because you are going on that plane. Everybody knows it. And I think 99% sure you're going to be starting in that 2026 World Cup. And after you do great, you know what's going to be the best thing about it? That bum-ass Craig Hope, the Sun, BBC are all going to be saying, oh my god, Jude Bellingham was so great on the ball today. Oh my god, Jude Bellingham saves England in the quarterfinal against I don't fucking know who. I don't care. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. It's disgusting. Let me know if you agree with me. And you to be honest, if you want to watch me, you have to agree with me. You can disagree with me on how good he is as a player, but if you think his mentality is costing England and that he shouldn't go to 2026 World Cup, stop watching football. I have to say it. Stop watching football, bro. Genuinely. But yeah, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.